Asinine Radio. This is the weekly music podcast where every week we get into a different band, different artist, and we break down one of their records. We get into the music, lyrics, how it was made, and everything in between. My name is Tyler, and way out there hundreds of miles away is Jeff. While you're listening, go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, give us 5 stars. If you're watching on YouTube, you smash that subscribe button. That's what the kids say. So what are we doing this week, Jeff? Go.
There it is. We're doing Motion City Soundtracks. I Am the Movie, their first record.
There you go.
Go ahead.
Yes, we are doing that because we are in Chain Reaction season.
Cheesin'.
We're doing this season because the beloved venue here in Orange County in Anaheim, California, has shut down, has closed its doors after almost 30 years. And so we're just doing a lot of bands that played there in the early days and just played a lot of shows there in the early days who we may have seen way back in the day. But yeah, that's why we're doing Motion City Soundtrack, and also because we've never done them on the pod. We've done a lot of bands that have played at Chain.
A lot of bands done on Chain.
But never MCS.
Never MCS.
So yes. Anyway, we are getting into what are you? Why are you doing this?
I don't know. This is fun.
It's so obnoxious. So yes, I Am the Movie from Motion City Soundtrack. Let's get into this. Let's get into our origin story of the band. What do you got? And then we'll get into the first impressions of the record. What do you got? Go.
It's like the brothers in The Sandlot when one's like Timmy and one's Tommy.
It's so annoying.
And he goes like, "Yeah, what are you talking about?" Yeah, what are you talking about? He's like, "Shut up, Timmy." And that's what it's like. Right? Just like,
exactly
shut up.
what it's like.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Anyway, origin stories time. I saw Motion Cities on their first California tour, and I thought it was their first date in California, but their second date they played Ventura, and then hit Anaheim, and then went up to LA afterwards. But I remember I got some type of like sampler from, I assume it was Patrick, who was in Limbeck, the guitarist. We went to camp together. He was one of the counselors. That was 2002, so we were like 2001. We were like 14-ish, 15-ish. Yeah. So he gave me the sampler, and when they came through, I went either with him or I went with another counselor, Scott. There's like a bunch of like YMCA kids that went there because YMCA was down the street from the Chain Reaction venue. Yep. So we'd all just meet there and hang out, and then maybe they drank there. I don't know if they drink at the YMCA like the way I drink now at the kids' functions when I have like my own Stanley cup or not. Because
how old were the guys in Limbeck at the time?
They had
we
to
were
have
14,
been,
15.
At this point, they had to have been like mid-30s. No, like late 20s. Late 20s.
Really?
Mid to late 20s, yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, they were for sure.
A bunch of teens to like fucking concerts and shit.
My mom always thought that was weird because she was always like, "Why are you fucking hanging out with grown-ass men?" I was like, "Well, they're not like grown-ass men. They're like, I don't know, they're 10 years older than me, which is not that much older." I don't know. I never thought it was weird. Like nothing weird ever happened. Nothing weird even like remotely. It was just like a bunch of dudes hanging out, fucking around with each other. I have stories of them fucking around. It was camp, dude. We put like gum in each other's hair, and we did Arctic wake ups where you like take a cup of water and you freeze it, but just to the point, right? Just to the point where it's ice. So it's ice cold, but not iced. And then you pour it over somebody's head when they're sleeping. You essentially what do you call that thing? Waterboard somebody while they're sleeping, and then they wake.
It's funny. And we did shit like that at camp too. Yeah.
And then we take like there's a bottom bunk and a top bunk, but every bunk has like a piece of plywood, like a thing that's essentially the box spring, and then you put the mattress on top. But you take the box spring out, but it's not fun if you take the piece of plywood out, but it's not fun if you do on the bottom bunk. You get it in the top bunk. So when someone climbs up the top bunk and they get under their bed, they fall fucking 10 feet down to the ground, and that's funny. God damn.
Camp was fun.
We used to pour dirt on people and then their shower, just fucking like a Homer bucket full of dirt in the shower.
We used to do that too, and then we used to get so fucking mad
because you can't get it out.
Yeah,
and I'd be pissed too if I owned the camp. Like, bro, don't be putting fucking mud in my shower, idiot. Anyway,
I one more camp thing. I talked about it, I don't know, but there was one night where the counselors, it was the four dorms kind of, or the 4 rooms within the one building, and the counselor's like, you know what, I'll let you guys do this one time, and he's like, you guys can take all the mattresses out of all the rooms and put them all in the center area and just put them all on the floor and on the walls, and we'll just fucking wrestle. And that's literally what we all did. We just fucking wrestled.
But you pad the room.
Yeah, we padded the room and just wrestled for like an hour. It was so stupid.
Dude, like as I grew up in the camp realm from, I think my first year was 7, and then it went up to 25, right, when I was volunteering and shit and being like a counselor.
Yeah.
But the stuff that I saw when I was like 10-ish, like Sean Connery playing tennis.
Yes.
It's just, dude, it was like brown nosing. Like I've straight up seen a grown ass fucking man sit on another man's face with his butt cheek spread up and his butthole on top of their nose while they were sleeping and fart.
Yeah.
Like, that's not okay, dude.
That's how you get pink eye, dude.
I never had pink eye in my life. Pink eye and lice. Never had them, never will. Anyway.
I'll change that.
Anyway. What does it even mean? I'll change that?
I'm going to bring lice over next time I come out to your
If
place.
anybody, I'm bringing lice to your house. If anyone's bringing lice to anybody's house.
Oh, that's true, because Kaylee your daughter did have
She
lice.
did have lice.
2 weeks ago.
Then we got checked, and then I shaved my head like multiple times, and then I was like, "No, we don't have lice." Like, well, could you see it? Like, yeah, you'd be able to fuck with your hair. You'd be able to see it. So,
Yeah,
okay,
because you have the
it.
black hair. Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah. Anyway.
origin
0-2.
stories. Origin stories. Yeah, it was somebody. Felt like this guy Patrick at camp played guitar in the band Limbeck, which I like. I think you like them a lot too.
Yeah.
Just
Limbeck
a
was
cool,
really cool.
just a cool fucking like Americana country kind of twang, but like indie rock band. Like
It's
the
indie rock,
format.
yeah.
The format was slide guitars, right? That's essentially what they were. And they're fucking dope. But they hooked up with Motion City Soundtrack at some point. I don't know how, but that's how I got into them. So I saw Motion City's first show at Chain, and then it was their first California tour. It was 2002, and I remember just thinking, like, dude, these guys are so fucking good. This is like, and this is younger me too. And I now kind of come full circle to it. But I thought, like, dude, these are like a better Get Up Kids. No, it's blasphemous. I love my Get Up Kids. But I was like, damn, these are better Get Up Kids. I don't think that now, but that's what I thought then. And then I subsequently saw them later on. They headlined at Chain Reaction. This was like one of my favorite shows I've ever been to too, like foundational kind of shit. But it was Motion City Soundtrack, and then it was Limbeck, and then it was Hello Goodbye, and then it was Maxine.
Fucking wild
Yeah.
show.
And it was cool
That
because
is
even at
wild.
that time, I did not like Hello Goodbye. I still really don't fucking like them at all. But I remember
You know the
distinctly.
songs.
I remember distinctly, like they couldn't get their shit to work. Like their equipment was all fucking up, and I was like, "Oh fuck yeah, their set's gonna be 10 minutes instead of 35 minutes," and it did. They cut it short. And Limbeck came on earlier. I was like, "Fuck yeah, this is the greatest show of my life."
Mind you, this is all at Chain Reaction.
Yeah,
This is
Chain
all at
Reaction.
Chain Reaction.
Which everything sounds like
That's
shit
just-
anyway. So who cares?
I know. Who cares? Yeah. Okay. All right.
So my origin story is Motion City Soundtrack. Essentially like a sampler before their first album dropped.
Got it. All right. My origin story. Well, let me just say this. I know friend of the pod Skip is going to hate this episode.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
just going to say this right now. He's going to hate this episode. These guys are just they're too pop punk. I don't like it. Blah blah blah. He's
strong
gonna be all
melodies
fussy.
though. Strong.
He's going to be fussy
melodies.
about it. If he doesn't like Unwritten Law, he's not going to like this. So I'll just.
This
a little bit of-
This album is better than anything Unwritten Law's ever done.
Okay, shut up.
Fact.
Shut up.
Like fact.
Shut up. Anyway,
That
I
was
just-
so
I just-
rude
I-
what you said. You can't even think of what you're going to say
I know, I
next.
just-
That was
Actually,
like,
I can't believe you would even say that.
it is. I mean, the movie's absolutely better than
It's
anything
not. It's
Unwritten
not.
Law has ever done.
Okay, well, but my origin story is I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know if it was probably through you. It might have been Future Freaks Me Out, because I don't think it was Everything Is All Right. Although I do remember watching that video on MTV and Fuse when that was still a channel. But yeah, I really don't know. But I remember post high school when we had we had our iPods then, and we were just driving around a lot, and just Motion City would come on, and we'd listen to it, or we'd listen to the record on your iPod. But otherwise, no, I never really listened to them outside of a handful of songs. And honestly, I've maybe heard I Am the Movie 3 times that I can recall over my life. So even this week, most of these songs and these records are like pretty much brand new to me.
Good.
But so yeah, that's my origin story. I just
Okay.
really don't know.
That's okay.
So let's get into first impressions of Motion City, or of I Am the Movie. What do you got?
There's obviously like the Moog synth has been in music for many decades before this record came out. Get Up Kids are probably the biggest influence on this. The Get Up Kids are probably the biggest name when it comes to like pop punk emo incorporating Moog into their music.
Mm-hmm.
This takes it in a fucking different direction. That's why I alluded to earlier that said like no one ever did it like this. The Get Up Kids are one thing. That's like straightforward fucking like emo. They're well crafted songs. The lyrics mean something. He's writing damn near poetry when it comes to those songs, and they're on a different level. This is just dumb pop punk with fucking ridiculously catchy melodies. This is like Blink-182 if they just had like more synth in it. These songs are so fucking catchy. What part of that is no?
Comparing this to Blink with more synth, I just don't think that's a fair comparison. No.
Well, you didn't even ask me what era of Blink. What you just said no. So like obviously you didn't know. Yeah, because
there's no era of Blink that this would even equate to.
This is because Blink didn't do anything like this because they didn't have to. This wouldn't exist without Blink. But like, had Blink started here, like this is fucking it. This is the bee's knees here. This is crazy.
You can say that about any band. You can say that about any.
I didn't say about anybody. I said about this band. So that's one thing. The melodies here are fucking strong, and I don't give a shit what you fucking think. As soon as you listen to these songs, even if you never heard these before, you're already singing along because these are rudimentary melodies that are thrown against otherwise just textbook fucking instrumentation. Everything about this is so generic. It's so meh. But what separates this above like anybody else, obviously the Moog, the synth, right? That's coming through. That's shining. It's not just laying down like Cure things going on in the background where it's just like, okay, that's like in Close to Me, which is a banger of a song. But it's also like taking the lead parts. Now the guitars are following the Moog, which is something the Get Up Kids kind of struggled with because of the Dewey's brothers and how James and who went on to do Reggie in the Full Effect kind of thing. That's a whole different thing. Like these guys they're now having fun. They're not having fun playing the music. And Justin's vocals are amazing. I think he has an insane range. I think he can hit those high notes very, very well. But even when he talks, when he kind of sings, it's not like he's not like Barry White up here where he's got this low fucking register. But it's still pretty fucking low. For a pop punker like that, dude's got some range. For a guy who does
sing at such a high voice, yeah.
He and for a guy that is
range. As nasally as he is. He's very nasally.
Yeah.
And we love our nasals.
Love our nasals, dude. He's got some range. Dude, like the dueling guitars that are constantly going back and forth. Rarely do they ever play the same thing at the same time. It's always one guy's just playing a lead. A lot of stuff here is very like pop punk Omar. Just what the fuck are you doing? Like, how did you think of that? That's fucking badass. I love what you're doing there. We don't hear that a lot, especially from like dueling guitarists in bands. Taking Back Sunday, right? They try to do this stuff, but they can't quite match it like they can here. And the drummer, the fuck out of here. This drummer's amazing. He's so fucking good.
Yeah.
Dude, this band is unreal. Like you're stuck in this little thing where like no, dueling guitars has to be Taking Back Sunday. Nothing else is better than anything I've already known. They did not. They did it really, really well for sure. They did it
so well.
This is better. The only downfall of this record, dude. The only downfall of this record is its production. These guys had no money. They didn't know what the fuck they were doing, and they had no guidance. But then they got this guy in who's already been producing records in the emo realm, right? So I don't think that was that wasn't a plus, right? Again, this guy Ed Rose, who had already produced Get Up Kids shit. He's already produced stuff, and Limbeck came out at the same time. He also produced a Limbeck record, but he also produced like Reggie in the Full Effect, like Blackpool Lights, and all the side projects that were done by the Get Up Kids dudes. That's what this guy's doing. He was coming at this from a very different mindset, a very, very emo mindset. Everything has to be kind of like sad and macabre and somber. It's like, no, dude, these are like explosive pop punk songs that this record is rife with fucking chicka chickas. Like every song has at least 15, 16, 17 chicka chickas in it. And I don't think Ed Rose, great producer that he is, because he's produced a lot of my favorite fucking records, I don't think he knew how to handle this shit. And that's why they went on to Mark.
Makes sense. Yeah, I mean, even Justin, the singer, has come out and said there wasn't a very pleasant experience working with Ed Rose because they fought a lot, and he was just very mean to them. But then Justin said also, but we were also kids. We didn't really know how to play our instruments. We weren't good. So I get why we were criticized constantly by him. So he seems very much more of a perfectionist rather than, the guys in MS and MCS. They were just they're kids, man. They just didn't give a fuck.
That's the big difference between pop punkers and emo kids, right? Like the difference between the Get Up Kids and fucking Blink-182 is musicianship, right? Or I guess like how seriously you take your musicianship. Whereas like obviously Blink are better songwriters than the Get Up Kids. I'm not gonna fucking see that. Well, I'll see that point. But like Blink never took themselves fucking seriously. It just came naturally to them. Whereas like the Get Up Kids and Reggie and everybody in that Spitalfield and Spill Canvas, all these other bands, they took themselves way more serious and worked to be a little bit more intricate in their emo approach to pop punk music. Whereas Blink was just fucking came natural. And MCS I think was more of a Blink than they were a Get Up Kids. But Ed Rose didn't know how to handle that. He wanted to approach it like let's work on these guitar parts. Let's work on like the dueling guitar parts. And they're like, dude, let's just fucking play, bro. Like we have a song here. It's catchy as fuck. We don't need anything else to it. That's why the feature freaks me out is like the most like generic kind of like sounding song on the record. There's not a lot of dueling guitars there. There's not a lot of weird parts to it. It's just fucking, dude, it's just a hook. It's just a melody throughout the whole song. Keep it simple.
And also, some of the background on this record too, they recorded it. They recorded most of it in 12 days. They had a $4,000 budget, and they went over. They ended up costing them $6,000, and then eventually, they came out with. So there's like essentially 3 releases of this record. The first release was like I think there was 11 tracks of that original cut, the original mix, and then they were passing those out after shows. And then they signed with Epitaph. They met Brett Gurewitz, and they were being courted by Epitaph, by Drive Thru, and a couple other like indie labels like that. And they ended up going with Epitaph. And then Brett threw some more money at them. They went and re-recorded some of the songs, added more songs, and then they released that. That's like the second version, and then they were releasing it like in like 5 1/4 like floppy disks, the bigger floppy disks, like just those cases, some weird shit like that.
Cut them or some shit and put the CD inside of them. Yeah. It was a fucking genius fucking marketing ploy. I think it was amazing. Yeah,
it was cool. And then the final version was like an extra 2 tracks on top of it. But yeah, I forgot where I was going with that. But my point was, it's not like this band was in the studio for months. These guys were in the studio at most for like 2.5 weeks. It's just it was done so quickly, and for this type of music and this much, I don't want to say intricacies, but this many things going on, and how different so many of these songs sound from one another. It's pretty fucking rad. Like they did this so quickly. And I do really like the kind of more raw sound of it too. It's not as slick as the stuff that Mark did on the second record. Mark Hoppus did on the second record. I like the kind of, I don't want to say DIY, but it's like Thrice's first record, Identity Crisis.
Yeah.
Like you listen to Identity Crisis, and then you listen to Illusion and Artist, and you're like, it's almost like a different band. Like it's these kids are so young. I don't know. It's like fucking super cool.
Like the opposite of like putting lipstick on a pig, right? You hear that all the time. Like, dude, you put lipstick on a pig, it's still a shit record. Who gives a fuck? Like Identity Crisis and this is like a diamond that's just like it's fucking dirty. Maybe it threw in the mud, right? It's dirty, but dude, it's still a diamond. I think this is a diamond record. It needs a lot of polish.
Diamond record?
Dude, this record's fucking unreal. And like I know it's hard for you to like new things that you have not liked for the past 15 years. But this record is unreal. It grows on you. It is deep. It's not the last 4 or 5 tracks. I will talk about it later on. But it is fucking deep. The first 10 songs are absolute bangers with their own identity, with their own purpose, what they're trying to achieve. It's not just like catchy verse and then like the chorus is whatever, or it's not just catchy chorus and the verse or whatever. It's like every song has its own identity that sounds unique in itself. Not everything relies on the mood. Not everything relies on the guitars. Everything relies on the drums. Shit, everything relies on the fucking vocals. This record is absolutely amazing. I love this record.
Oh, also with this record, so going back to how it was made, the first 11 tracks with Ed Rose, it was with the bass player Austin. I forgot his last name, Austin something. He did all the bass tracks. They released that version of it, and then when they signed with Epitaph and Brett threw more money into it, their new bass player Matthew Taylor came in, redid all of the bass parts himself. So that's also kind of I think it's actually a pretty interesting thing that they released it with one bass player, and then the second version of the record is the second bass player, or the next bass player, I should say.
Yeah.
So I thought that was pretty. You don't see that a lot. It's like that's just weird. Like why he would go in and re-record those parts. I can't imagine they're very different.
Yeah,
but
the bass is for sure like my least favorite part of the record. If I like if we're ranking, what I like
at least
the
on
most,
this album.
Sure, this album.
Later records, there's some cool bass parts, some really cool bass
but
parts.
this album, like I don't, who gives a fuck about the bass in this one? Like you have a guy playing the Moog, like he can play the bass parts if he wants to. I don't care.
Yeah, no, it's true. Yeah, it's true.
Who gives a shit? But anyway, let's get into it.
Let's get into it. Yes. Favorite song, number one, or how many bangers do you have? I should
They're
say.
all bangers. I'm just kidding. All bangers. I think I have 8.
I have 8 as well. I have 8 bangers as well.
Yeah, I have 8 bangers.
There you go. So
Good.
let's get into number one. Future Freaks Me Out, right?
Dude, that's not even a fucking argument here. I think so. Like I've said for a long time, and I still believe that. I think Fat Lip is like the greatest pop punk song of all time. I think that is like the definitive thing that represents all that is pop punk. It's got the pop, the punk, everything. The Future Freaks Me Out, I think, is up there, like the top 5 greatest pop punk songs of all time. It is.
That's a claim.
It's pretty fucking wild how good this song is. It's got such a good swing to it. It's heavy, it's airy, right? But it's also like it's the easiest way to get pop punk kids all hyped up and all hot and bothered. Is this. And like Tony's drumming, like he's not doing this is like Travis Light. What he's doing in this song and throughout this entire record is like Travis Light. And if you like, Travis's drumming or whatever, and you're like, damn, like sometimes he's just a little too fucking busy. He's just a little too pretentious, a little too fucking annoying. Listen to this record. Like, oh yeah, that's what a good pop punk drummer should be doing. Those are the kind of fills that I want to hear. Those are the kind of licks that I find interesting. I love how to me, I like how the chorus of this is like the weakest part of the song. Like my least favorite, if I was ranking the parts of the song, the chorus for me is the one with like the least unique identity for the entire song. Dude, Justin's
it's a catchy ass chorus though.
Of course, it's a catchy
you can't
fucking
deny
chorus.
That. And there's even the pop punk stop too. Great, I love the pop punk stops. But yeah, the verses are better because he does this like the way the range in his voice is really cool. There's like almost like this falsetto element to it, but there's also this like nice groove. Like it's not even a groove. It's like it's a swing. It's this kind of swing thing that happens.
Yeah, this whole song is fucking like danceable.
Verse.
It's swingy. It's not like moshy. It's more like you're having a good fucking time. Yeah. But like the bridge here is for me is the bee's fucking knees. Like that slow build.
Weezer.
Dude, it's dueling vocals. The fucking Moog lead. The and then it all leads up to the fuck it, and then we get back. I'm on fire. Then and now I think I'm ready. That's god damn, that's fucking good. That's
the bridge is very Weezer, right? It's very Weezer, but it makes sense. They love Blue. They love the Blue album.
Everybody likes fucking Blue.
It's true. It's a great record. Third best Weezer. Yeah. I mean, I don't make the rules. I don't make the rules.
So fucking stupid.
I don't make the rules.
Damn, dude, you're just like
I just follow them.
You're already senile. Like you know what I mean? Like you're already fucking senile. God damn, you say some stupid shit.
It's true. I'll fight with anybody on that one. Blue is their third best.
You'll fight with yourself on that one because you're fucking senile and crazy and dementia.
Oh shit!
Future Freaks Me Out. We're talking about how much you don't like Future Freaks Me Out.
No, I love the song. Also, it's so much fun to sing that I'm on fire and now I'm ready because the way you can sing it too. It's like I'm ready. You could get this like stupid voice going
Bust
and
the move.
Bust
Get out
the move.
It's
so dumb, but it's so much fun to sing. Love it. They also made a video for this song as well. I just don't care for the two. I don't care about the two videos for this album. They're just dumb little indie videos.
They're obligatory and dumb.
Yeah, just don't care. Now, lyrically, I had a tough time with his lyrics. Honestly, I don't know what he's talking about.
Fucking mean a goddamn thing.
Do you really think they don't mean much at all?
I literally think that they don't mean much at all. I think that he just says a bunch of cool words and he just wants to string together because he talks a lot. He says a lot of words, and I feel like when you have too many lyrics, it's either because you're not confident in what you're saying, or like you're Eminem, like you're so confident in what you're saying that like I can say whatever the fuck I want to say and it's gold, right? Here, I think that he doesn't really have a whole lot to say, so he fills it up with just word vomit. But I love his word vomit. I think he's not like a Jimmy Pop kind of like wordsmith, but all of his shit makes sense. It flows nicely. It rhymes where it needs to. It doesn't rhyme where it always doesn't have to, but it's good. It's good.
Yeah, I mean, I took a shot at most of the lyrics. So for me on this one, it's about being in a relationship where you don't have a lot in common with the person, and you're just really afraid of what the future holds. It's like, should I stay? Should I go? Don't really know what to do. So that's my interpretation of the lyrics.
I mean, yeah, the future freaks me out, right? He's afraid of the future. But I think like when he's going into the Betty thing, and there's this recurring theme of Betty throughout this song here. But I like how he uses like words, right? When he says it's hard to relate to the whole human race, like those two words don't really rhyme, but the way he says it makes it kind of rhyme. And then he rhymes with say and way. And then later on, when they're doing like the back and forth thing, where they're like Betty, and then whatever, what's the other one? I don't know. Whatever. I like the way he rhymes words. Because off the top of my head, I have to like sing it through and through, like verse by verse, in order so I can get the background harms or the dueling vocals.
Okay.
Betty, I'm a dreamer, and not a vicious schemer. Yeah, dreamer, schemer.
Good.
Oh, Betty, then fuck it. Like that's like the bridge is him trying to write like a song that rhymes and is good, and he's like, fuck it. I'm on fire.
No, I'm ready.
Yeah, dude, pop punk royalty right here. This song is pop punk royalty for sure, for sure.
It's top tier. I would say it's top tier. I would say top 5.
This it's S tier. If we had a fucking full on list,
fair. Okay,
it's
fair.
S tier.
S tier, yeah. Okay.
Top 5 might be a little aggressive, but I'm still gonna put it there.
It's aggressive.
I'm still gonna put it there.
All right, so let's get into our 2Bs, second bangers, 2 bangers. So what do you got? Second banger.
What is? Because I'm in the middle of putting this away, you should fucking have an hour. Why don't you just give me your 2B?
My 2B is Cambridge, the first song, the opener. This is a fast-paced song, really just driving riff, pretty aggressive screaming during the verse, something you don't hear too much of from this band. But they did it really well on this record. They did it really well on the Dinosaur record. Was it Dinosaur Life?
Dinosaur Jr.?
No.
My Dinosaur
Whatever that
Life.
record that... What is it?
My Dinosaur Life.
My Dinosaur Life, yeah. And then the chorus opens up a bit. You get some like Jimmy Eat World, like Clarity era Jimmy Eat World during the chorus. I think this is a killer song. Absolutely killer.
Insane intro, dude. Love the build. The drum beat kicks in with that bass and just the and we just get this kind of quick chaotic thing, and it's a perfect drop. Like, what a great way to start a record. I love the little leap of the love those little lead parts. And for a band that's pretty soft, right? This band's pretty fucking soft. It just plays pretty straightforward pop punk. This song's wild. This song is wild. There's so much. This is one where I thought like there's so much Omar in this kind of like riffing in the background, because when you get to the second verse, he's like scaling up. He's like, and then the second part of the second verse, he's going down. He's like decrescendoing down, and it's amazing. It's good stuff.
It's a great song. Great opener. It gets you pumped for the record.
How they can note match the low end of the Moog with the bass to get something real deep and synthy is I mean, you don't need the bass here because he can just do it himself. But I love that. I love that everyone's involved in this fucking writing process. Everyone's bringing something, except for the bass player, to the table. That's great.
Only because he wasn't in the band. That's the only reason why.
But
On this record.
But then, I mean, yeah, we don't really hear the demos. But they don't really need them. You just don't.
Yeah. One cool thing about this band that I really like is that it's pretty much been the core lineup for most of their career. Yeah, there were a lot of lineup changes early on, but once you hit this record, the first record, it's pretty much solidified in stone, this lineup through most of their career. There was one album where the drummer Tony Thaxton, I think that's his name.
Thaxton sounds right.
Yeah. And so he left the band like in the mid 2010s, and then he was replaced by the drummer from Saves the Day for that one record and touring and stuff. But then he subsequently returned to the band. But yeah, no, I think it's just one of those cool bands where it's been pretty much the core members the whole time. So I dig that. And yes, once again, it's like a team effort, you know. But according to the documentary, that kind of weird it's not even really a documentary. It's just like a bunch of live footage and random.
You watched both, right?
I watched both. Yeah.
The one where it was like, it was just like their songs, but like spliced up different versions of it. I was like, this is fucking cool. I like hearing 30-second clip of them playing this acoustic, and then the next 30 seconds is them playing it hard as fuck, and then you know what I mean? Like when they did Cambridge, like, this is fucking cool. But then it turned into shit. I was like, man, this documentary sucks. And then the other one, I was like, oh, cool. They're going to talk about the recording process. And all I did was fuck around, but not in a fuck around way where like Pennywise or Blink would do it. It was just like, dude, you guys are just like literally wasting time. You're sacking a banana. This is stupid.
No, it was just really, really stupid. And then they had like the interviews with like each band member, but it was just so boring.
And of course, the bass player took the fucking most amount of time.
He did. Yeah.
I was like, what? Like everything you're saying is not interesting. But they didn't have fucking Fat Mike and Hefe in there. That was kind of weird.
Yeah, that was weird. Yeah, it was like, what does No Effects say about the band or something like that?
Like, I don't know who the fuck that is.
Except Fat Mike was the only one who knew who they were. And then Hefe was like, you know, I think the band sounds like this, and he just fucking rips ass. He just farts so loud.
Like, oh my god, dude! Why are they even in this?
And they're all wearing, you know, like they're priests, so they have like the black collars with the white in the center. They're all wearing that, all three of them, from No Effects. It's so fucking weird.
It was funny. That part was funny, but the stupid documentaries. This band does not. Man, I really, really do like this album a lot, but this band does not deserve a documentary. They just don't.
But and once again, it wasn't like really a documentary. It was just footage thrown together with no point. Just no point at all.
But like you can see old footage of bands that do deserve a documentary, right? Like Pennywise and Blink. And like we can't get enough of that shit. Like I don't care what you have. Any footage you have, 20-second clip, show me. I want to see it. This
because they're just kind of boring dudes. But
they are kind of boring dudes.
The Blink guys, or Mark and Tom, are super fucking funny, interesting. And then Pennywise is Pennywise. I mean, Fletcher is Pennywise. So anything Fletcher does is
Fletcher's Pennywise. Pennywise is Fletcher.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Cambridge. Great song. Great song. Lyrically, I have no idea. I don't know. I have no.
I don't think this one means fucking anything.
I don't think so either.
Again, I think a lot of his lyrics are just placeholders, and there's not a whole lot written about the writing process for his lyrics on this record, but subsequent records, there's been multiple times where some of their biggest songs, he writes the lyrics as they're playing them in the studio.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he just likes saying shit, even though he doesn't think they mean anything.
I think so too. Yeah,
that's it.
They're placeholders. That's really what they're.
Especially good placeholders.
Early on. Yes.
There's nothing wrong with placeholders, right? Like we can have good placeholders.
Yeah,
that's fine. Yeah,
definitely. So is this also your number 2?
No, it's my number 3.
Okay, so then what's your number 2?
Boombox Generation.
Why? Wow, that's my 7B. Let's get into it. What?
Dude, I love the build. I love the dueling guitars, then leading to the drop. The both doing something entirely fucking different.
Yeah,
and everything drops in. And the two dueling guitars are still doing those fucking riffs. Like, what are you guys doing? Like, what? Like, how does that work? The pacing, I think, is really fun. It's broken up by, like, cool drum fills, guitar changes, a couple double times. It's a fucking fun song, man. I think he likes it.
Dogs
and this
are barking.
outro. Dude, this outro is so fucking rad. It's just the guys jamming off each other. And it's the Moog and the drums that are grooving really, really hard. But, yeah, dude, this song is just... It's just cool. It oozes cool. It's cool, dude. It's cool.
Yeah, the dueling guitars, the back and forth guitars, I think it's great. They play off each other really, really well. And also the synth keys, they don't play throughout the whole song, but they come in at just the right moments to kind of fill in the gaps or transition in between parts. I think it's really good. I think it's a fantastic song. One of the more punky songs on the record as well. Some distorted vocals, which I'm not a huge fan of, but for whatever reason it works on this particular song.
Dude, that outro too, like the
Yeah.
and then going into Don't Call to Come Back with the little fucking metal moog. My god damn.
Are they horse the band?
Some of these, so like I think like sequence wise, this record is fucking perfect. Like everything matches except for one part. The transition from Future Freaks Me Out to Indoor Living, I never liked that. How do you go from like one of like the coolest pop punk songs that's ever been written to Indoor Living? Like, ugh. It's just such a momentum killer. Just destroys itself. No, I never liked that. But everything else I think is top notch.
Okay. Lyrically, Boombox Generation. To me, I thought it was just about how quickly famous people come and go. Like one year they're on top of the world, the next everybody's forgotten about them. So it's just about celebrities and shit like that. That's what I think the lyrics are about. But
God.
Once again, more of a placeholder. But yeah, Boombox Generation. We got anything else on this one?
That's it. That's it, kid.
All right. So my 3B, Don't Call It Comeback. Let's get into this.
It a comeback. That's my 4B.
All right. So this is fast, aggressive, musically and vocally. The synth works surprisingly well.
Isn't that Moog metal, right? The doodly doodly doodly. Like you imagine just like fucking Iron Maiden, just like diddly 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 diddly.
It's a good way of putting it. Yeah.
It's Moog metal.
Yeah. Moog metal, yes. Also, there's some double bass toward the end.
And he hates double bass.
He does. He said in the documentary that he hates double bass. He says, what people do with double bass in punk music, you can just do with one foot. Just practice.
Although,
just practice.
It could just be one foot.
It could be. Yeah, it's not like this. Like
he made a hard claim. He said most of the time people that do double bass, you can just do it with one foot if you practice hard enough. So I tend to think, and he's a good drummer. I tend to think that's probably a single foot.
Yeah, because it's not super fast, but just how he's playing it. It could be done on one foot, because you hear like somebody like Smelly, it's just like the guy, or even like what's his name from Pennywise. It's like their right foot is fucking quick as fuck.
I know
Byron. Is it Byron?
Byron. Right.
I forgot, whatever the drummer's name from Pennywise is, but no, they have a really fast right foot. It's like, you could do that. You could do it half the speed that like NoFX does it. Make it sound like a double bass. But anyway,
Don't Call It Comeback. This is definitely the most aggressive song on this record. It does find itself into the Motion City soundtrack realm a couple times. We're like, okay, yeah, this isn't just a fucking punk band, right? These guys are still kind of cheesy pop punker. Especially like the little solo part where the Moog gets its time to shine, and it's like, okay, that's not punk, right? But Justin's delivery is top notch on this one too. I love his singing. I love the way he sings. I like how he says words. I like his enunciation. I like everything about him on this record, and in general too. I like it. It.
And we did talk about in the rankings episode how their newest record is just like a Jimmy World record, like post Futures Jimmy World record. But damn, even on this record, there's so much Jimmy World. And in faster, more aggressive songs like Don't Call It a Comeback, this is Static Prevails from Jimmy Eat World. Like,
oh, for sure.
That entire this song is from that record essentially, because the way that Jim Adkins and Tom sync off of each other on that record is just aggressive. It's kind of insane, and that's how this song is too.
Like these guys are absolutely taking from a lot, and they're from the Minnesota area, so obviously they're also taking from the Get Up Kids and other bands that are coming out in that area. But like Static Prevails is a good record. It's a solid record. It's a fun Jimmy World record. But it's like they're taking that, just writing better melodies, dude. They're writing They're writing Bleed American melodies on Static Prevails. Like that's what's happening here. Just straight up.
I don't think they're as good as Bleed American
you.
melodies. I
No.
think you're going to ask me. You're just making wild claims.
The Future Freaks Me Out is as good as anything on Bleed American.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
It's better than Sweetness? Melody-wise?
Sweetness is not even like the
Catchiness?
best song like at all.
I'm just saying, like,
outta here.
melody-wise, catchiness. Sweetness is by far the catchiest song on that whole record. And you're saying that Future Freaks Me Out is catchier or better than that song? Come on.
What are we
I know
saying?
you're
Better or
lying to me.
catchier? Catchier, yes. I think
Both.
Future Freaks Me Out is
Both.
catchier. Yes.
Both.
Better. Yes. I don't like Sweetness that much. That's like my least favorite song on that record.
Oh, my God. You're so
Maybe my
boring,
Sundown.
dude.
Maybe my
It's just
Sundown.
popular. It's just popular, so that's why I don't like it. That's what you're doing right now.
My Sundown is probably my least favorite song on that record, but then Sweetness is probably number 2. I like the demo version of Sweetness. The Clarity version of
Demo's
Sweetness is
great,
better
too.
than the Bleed American version of Sweetness.
Both great.
It's too
So
Jim
you're being
heavy.
that you're being that hipster. Oh, I like the demo more than I like the fucking real one.
I liked Fun when they were called The Format. That was my favorite. I think that was like the best Joe Meyer quote I've ever.
Did he really say that?
Yeah, well, because like somebody was talking on Facebook, somebody said something about the band Fun, and I had said something that looked like it was super pretentious. Maybe I probably was being. But I was like, oh, the Format was better or something like that, and Joe Myers was like, oh, hipster Jeff says I like the Fun when they were called The Format or something like that. And I was like, damn, that was good, dude. That was a
Got
good
you.
one. That was a good
Got
one.
you.
That was a good guy.
Joe Meyer used to listen to this podcast too. I'd be really curious if he still actually listens. That'd be funny. So Joe, if you're listening, let us know. But
don't think he
and
listens.
honestly, this would probably be an episode he would listen to because he was a very pop punk guy.
He was a pop punk guy. It's PPG.
Anyway, don't call it a comeback. Let's get into your number 4. What do you got? Go.
What was your number 3?
My number 3 was Don't
that's
Call It
right.
a Comeback.
Perfect Teeth. Perfect Teeth.
Perfect Teeth, huh? Okay, that's my 6B. Let's get into this.
That's what I said on like my top 10. Perfect Teeth. I know it's not. It probably shouldn't be like a top song, a top 4, a top 10
Yeah.
song by Motion City, but like Limbeck covered this song a lot,
Boys.
and so
Your
when I
boys.
saw them live dozens of times, they didn't always play this song, but this was part of the repertoire. And it does hit this nostalgic chord, and I do like it. And I've seen them play it acoustic. I've seen them play it live numerous times. So I like it. I do like the melody. I like someday I fear I will. It's very very Five Iron Frenzy gospel kind of sounding. I like it a lot. I like it.
Yeah, it's just I think it's a solid pop punk song of the era. I really think it is. This is like the melding or the in between what we know like Newfound Glory pop punk into the emo scene, which was blowing up at this point. I think this is like a transition song into that emo style.
This is definitely like instrumentally. This is definitely a Newfound Glory sounding song.
Yeah,
right.
very much so.
Like that. That's a very Newfound Glory thing. And then like not the emo in the sense of like the Get Up Kids kind of emo, but like the My Chemical Romance
or even
emo,
or even like early Alkaline Trio too. Because I think the verses also sound a very Alkaline Trio, but then also I think it's the whole song. It's not even just the verses. The song in general does have a lot of Alkaline Trio, and it makes sense. I mean, Infirmary came out a year before this, so that could be a big influence as well.
also from the same area too, or
yeah,
somewhat the
well,
same
kind
area.
of, yeah. Chicago, Minneapolis.
It's not the
They're
fucking
like,
same area, dude.
it's like fucking 100 miles from each
It's
other.
like throwing a
it's not that far.
stone skipping across the water.
It's like going from here to it's like saying one band is from LA and one band's from San Diego. Come on.
Yeah.
That's really what
I
it is.
would venture to say that also. I think especially like the Get Up Kids Alkaline Trio thing. I mean, I listen to a lot of Get Up Kids, way more than Alkaline Trio, and I do hear a lot of Get Up Kids in a lot of the stuff that Motion City Soundtrack does. I hate the M's because I keep every time in my notes I abbreviate it MCS as my Motion City Soundtrack.
Yeah.
But when I read it, I'm reading it really fast, so it's MCR, like My Chemical Romance. So every time it fucks my brain up a little bit. I'm going too fast. I read too fast.
You read
Too
fast.
quick on the draw.
Do Limbeck don't tour anymore, right? They don't play shows.
They played a show, I think last year or maybe early this year. They do like random shows here or there, but not really. No, dude. Limbeck was a band that like even, personal feelings aside, I think Limbeck should have been a
They should have
lot
been
bigger than they were. I think they came out at the perfect fucking time. Like, Hi, Everything's Great is like the coolest country rock indie thing that I've ever heard in my life. I think like Patrick on the guitar, obviously like I know him personally, but like dude's an incredible, he's an incredible musician. He has an ear for melody. And so when he's playing slide, when he's playing, you know, the resonator, when he's playing the banjo, whatever the fuck he's doing, he's putting something forward in the music that's meaningful. It means something. It's supposed to be there. If you take it out, the song is damn near nothing without it. And they were a great live band, much like Motion City is. I haven't seen them in a long, long time. I've only seen them twice. But yeah, dude, they're a live band.
But it's
like,
been over 20 years since you've seen them.
I know. I've seen them twice on this fucking tour, and never again after that. But they're a live band. They killed it. They were fun. They were energetic. Every song was fucking amazing. Yeah.
Okay.
And that's not just like me liking them, saying like, "Oh, I fucking love this band, therefore of course they're good." Like, no, dude, I've walked out of Saves the Day, and I fucking love Saves the Day. I walked out of that one.
Speaking of Saves the Day and Chain Reaction season, did you see that they did play, or the singer, what's his name?
Chris Conley.
He played. They did a
They're being
they
cool.
played a show at Chain Reaction.
Yeah. Last night.
But it was like
2 nights ago.
It was 2 nights ago. Yeah. But it was friends and family only.
Yeah.
And there was like maybe 50 people there, maybe.
Yeah. Yes.
That's crazy.
I didn't know this was happening until earlier today when I said I said something about
Oh, you're reading comments.
Oh yeah, I was just diving into the nostalgia of Chain and kind of getting a little, not like choked up like the way we were with No Effect, but I was like, damn, bro, this like truly is like a kind of like a
end.
stab in the heart a little bit. Like, it did really hurt. And then I saw like, oh, I can't believe like Movement's closed out Chain, and someone's like, nah, it was actually Saves the Day. I was like, what the fuck? I didn't see that. And then, like, of course, I started Googling, holy shit, they did. But it was a friends and family only thing. And it was more of like the road crew of Saves the Day. And it was them giving back to Chain and the road crew. And then, like, I'm so torn, dude. Now we can finish up with this and get into the nostalgia part of Chain, I guess. I don't know what you want to do because I have a lot of stuff to say.
Well, okay, no, let's do like one or two more songs on this record, and then we'll get into nostalgia Chain, and then we'll wrap up the record and the episode. But yeah, wait, what song did we just talk about?
Perfect Teeth.
It Perfect Teeth? Yeah, okay. Perfect Teeth.
I also like in this song too, how I never knew what he said until this week. So there's two big parts here where I would say what I want to say, and I'm still going to do it. But when he talks about like the CK1 and Thai white cheese, I always thought he said CKY. I was like, why the fuck would he say CKY anyway, right? Like, silly. So I will still continue to say that. And in the bridge part when he says like, wake up, thought that everybody cared. I always thought he said, wake up, fuck that. I was like, oh, that's cool, man. He says, fuck that. They don't care. It's your first record. He doesn't say that. But I'm still going to say fuck that.
Dumb.
And also, I'm a sucker, dude. I'm a fucking sucker when it comes to like cut everybody else out. Just have the vocalist and a little fucking palm muted guitar. Like,
you love that? Yeah, I don't.
Dude,
that's something I
love
don't
that
like.
shit.
I hate palm muted guitar, just palm muted guitar and vocals. I've always hated it.
it.
Especially when a song starts that way.
Oh.
When a song starts that way, I'm instantly turned off by the song.
Oh, so good, dude. That's just like at its root, at like the blood, right? Like the DNA of pop punk. That's pop punk right there.
It's very pop punk, yeah. And I can't stand it.
Got chills, daddy, chills. Fucking good.
All right, so my 4B, this made my top 10, and this one surprised you, but Married Without a Sound.
Yeah, I don't get this.
Yeah, it's a later track. It's a very, very late track. It's my 4B. It's a kind of a mid-tempo song, but it's kind of a massive sounding song. Big, heavy drums. Great fucking incredible fills. Yeah, but also his fills going in and out of sections and parts, I think is just fantastic. And,
you like all those drum rolls. That's what you like. You like all the
I love it, dude. And he's so good at it. He's just so fucking good at it. And just the way how he can just kind of control some of the verses where the big heavy crashes, and then just go into like this really sick, clean, fucking closed hi-hat groove. just so great. The bass cuts through super nice, and then Justin just kind of wails too. And these are like good wails, good fucking wails on this one. I think it's great. Also, the synth just goes the entire time. It's almost it kind of rides the line of just being kind of grating, but it's not. It works. It's almost like Horse the Band, where he just goes the entire fucking song, but it blends well enough in the song to where it's not fucking annoying. Not that Horse the Band's annoying because it's a different type of music, but
it's definitely not a banger for me.
That's crazy.
Because I don't think I like the Moog stuff. I like the note mashing Justin does with the Moog. Like, it's a fun thing they do together. I agree. I think the drummers, he's like when we talk about that guy in the office who's like overplaying the songs in the basement when they're doing the Craig, and that's what he sounds like here. Like, bro, what? Like, chill. Like, why are you going so hard? Like, the song's not that hard. Chill. I like that though. It's fun. It's exciting.
But
it's
he makes it hard.
It's so deep in the record too. That's what we need here. But my problem is I don't think there's a strong melody here to boost us up to a banger tier.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, the melody isn't the strongest on the record. That's for sure.
But damn, dude, like.
But I think the song itself.
I like that he goes hard. Again, and Autographs and Apologies is next. And I think they should have cut that one, but fuck off. But yeah, like I like why are you going so hard, bro? You don't need to do this. You can tell me just smile like fuck it, I'm doing what I want. Like, okay.
You just know he's hitting those crashes so fucking hard. He's just it's like a fucking metronome just hitting those crashes. It's so I think it's fantastic. It's just loud just for the sake of being loud.
Yeah.
But it all works. And once again, it's the fills, man. If he didn't have those crazy good fills going in and out of the quiet and loud stuff, from the quiet verses to the loud choruses, it wouldn't have worked. But he just fucking kills it, man. I'm a drummer boy. I love good drummers, and the guy is a good fucking drummer.
You like the fucking sheep and the Little Drummer Boy, like stop motion animation. Do you remember that?
I haven't seen it in so long because I don't like that movie, and that's one of the worst Christmas songs. I hate that song, Little Drummer Boy.
I'm going to go back up a little bit here and just tell you about how you're wrong on all of them. But,
that's like one of the worst Christmas songs.
The Little Drummer Boy movie's fucked up because that's one like the remember that, I don't know if you remember, but like it's a stop motion one, but the sheep dies. Like the Little Drummer Boy comes to visit fucking baby Jesus, and he brings like his little fucking animals. He's the Little Drummer Boy. He's got little sheep, little goats, and like the Romans like run over the sheep and kill it. And why? For what? Why?
Yeah, I do remember the stop animation one because I do watch a lot of those every Christmas time. But I never watched the Little Drummer Boy.
What do they call them? Rankin Bass? Rankin Bass? I think Rankin Bass. Rankin Bass.
I don't know.
What the fuck they're called. I think they're called Rankin Bass.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, that's like the only one I never watched.
But Bad Religion doing a cover of Little Drummer Boy is fucking dope. It's a good song.
It's so bad, dude.
No,
that actually, whenever I think about how much I don't like that song, the first thing that comes to my mind is the Bad Religion version and how terrible that version is. It's awful.
Here. It was made for them.
But also that Bad Religion Christmas record is terrible too.
Yeah, it's awful.
Not good.
But that sounds good.
No. All right, so Mary Without a Sound. Do we want to talk about any other songs? Because I'm pretty much. I mean, I have a couple other bangers. Actually, I have two other bangers. But otherwise, I'm good.
I have more bangers, but I'm looking to see if I have anything that's like I need to get out. No, not really.
My Favorite Accident. They did make a video for that one. Yeah, which is another. I mean, who
also
cares?
Stupid.
Yeah, but that was my 5B.
My 7B.
And then Red Dress was my 8 banger. I did like Red Dress.
Red Dress, my 6B.
But everything else,
H, was that not a B for you?
No, it was just a good song. Yeah, just a good song. Did not banger territory.
Okay.
Yeah, Shiver, Capital H, Indoor Living are just good songs. Autographs, A-OK, and Modern Chemistry. I just don't care about those songs at all. Okay. Just don't care. But let's get into some Chain Reaction stuff then, because why not? This is Chain Reaction season. This band played at Chain Reaction a lot. You saw them a couple times. I don't think I ever saw them. I mean, I've been to a lot of shows at Chain, a lot of shows at Chain. And if I had seen them, I would have seen them with you, and I don't think I did.
I only saw them twice. Once, I think it was just them, maybe a local opener. I don't remember. And the second one was Limbeck, Hello Goodbye, Maxine, and Motion City Soundtrack. And Maxine was a fucking dope band. They were cool.
They were cool. They were a really cool band.
I want to get back into Maxine, but I always forget. I'm gonna make a little note for myself.
I did make a note to listen to them again because when Chain closed down, we were talking about doing this. We were going through all the old shows from Chain on Setlist or whatever archive website it was, and Maxine was popping up a lot. I'm like, damn, dude, I forgot about that. And you and I were talking about it.
Yeah.
They were really cool.
They were fucking cool.
They were cool.
I think they were
cool
a 3-piece, bass driven. I think a female.
Yeah, they were
vocalist
bass
on
driven.
bass.
Yeah, bass driven for sure. They were a rad band.
Yeah, dude. So then I was looking on Setlist and according to Setlist, and obviously like it's not a 100% encyclopedic thing about all the bands that have played at Chain, but the band that's played the most at Chain, according to Setlist, is Stick to Your Guns.
What?
Yeah,
That's
isn't that crazy?
wild.
Number two,
I mean,
is Bane.
Okay, I could see Bane. I guess.
And then like your Terror, Throwdown, those are all in like the
Yeah.
top 10s. But like Stick to Your Guns was number 1. And so then I went back and I thought like, okay, you know what? That's pretty fucking dope. Then if they closed out Chain, they didn't close out Chain. But if that was like one of the last shows that they played or that
The
Chain
last
had
hardcore show
was Stick to Your Guns. Oh, but that's what I was going back on. So then I was reading the comments and then I was kind of going back and forth of what I think. And I was like, yeah, dude, this is fucking bullshit because like the last show should not have been Movements. I don't know what the fuck Movements is. Maybe they're good. I don't know. I didn't listen. I didn't bother to listen. But like their last show should have been like Thrice or Stick to Your Gun. Like that should have been the last show. But that's like, what the fuck?
Or something.
Like what am I? Who am I? Right? Like what the fuck do I know? Like this is not my money. Like it's not me. But then I also thought like, don't forget, this is the fucking place that was begging for money come the pandemic when the entire world was broke, not working, and living off fucking unemployment. Chain Reaction was like, please, please, please help us, please.
They were.
And what happened? People showed up. They waited in line for hours to buy dumbass overpriced merch from Chain Reaction to keep them afloat. And then like 2 years later, they close. Like
5 years later.
Get fucked. Get fucked, dude. Yeah,
But once again,
this wasn't a decision they made overnight. They knew they were closing 2 years ago.
Oh yeah. Oh, definitely. Yeah, they had to have known.
Get fucked.
Because when you read some of the comments are like, yeah, people who live here locally in Anaheim, they're like, yeah, this has been on the city council meetings for a long time that they've been wanting to. There's private equity investors that want to buy out this land and just make apartments, just like the apartments across the street that have been built in the last 10 years. They're just looking to do that where Chain Reaction is, and that's what's happening. So yeah, I mean, this is in the cards. This is going to happen, but. My theory I still think it's not the end of Chain Reaction. They're just going to move because I think the brand is still too strong. So I think they're going to move elsewhere because look at the Doll Hut. The Doll Hut, I don't think that's the original location. The Doll Hut that's right around the corner from Chain Reaction.
But Doll Hut's like
that's not the original.
Big.
But once again, but
tiny.
But the Doll Hut was known for like crazy fucking shows, crazy.
Dude, the Offspring played there. No doubt played there.
That's what I'm saying. Like it was crazy. But it changed locations and it still held.
But it's also a bar.
Yeah, okay.
It's like a full bar. It's always been a full bar. That makes more money than any venue, any concert they ever put on.
But see that might be something that Chain's going to do. They're going to change locations and become more of like a full service bar because I think
it's ambitious thinking.
When I went to Chain Reaction in 2014 2014 when I went to Chain Reaction and saw Atreyu at that reunion show, they weren't selling any alcohol. When I went to Chain Reaction, like when I went to Chain Reaction this year, they were selling beer now. They only sell beer, so maybe they want to become like a full liquor license, sell everything, become a full actual bar with a stage. I think that's what they're going to do. I really think that's what they're going to do.
I mean, that's ambitious thinking.
But it's not ambitious.
I don't think so. Of course it is. With the era of Live Nation and Live Nation taking over every fucking venue in the whole southern hemisphere.
And Live Nation will probably buy out Chain Reaction, honestly.
Why? Why would they? Why do we need another venue in Southern California? House of Blues.
We don't. That's
the House of Blues can't even book themselves. They're booking fucking private events and shit because they're still piggybacking on the Disney thing, on the Disney train. They still have contacts from Disney. Like, why would they have another venue in Southern California to compete with House of Blues? It's silly.
unless Live Nation owns both of them.
Oh, for sure, there's an own. If there's any new,
that's what I'm saying.
If there's any new venue opening up, but Live Nation's not going to open a venue and compete with themselves. That's stupid. That's dumb.
Why is it stupid?
Because they're taking
Brands
away
do that.
money from the bigger venue.
Brands do
House
that
of
all
Blues.
the time. Brands do that all the time. They
No.
own
Baby girl,
yes,
no,
they do.
no.
They own the same company and they market against each other.
If
Yes,
you
they
make
do.
a
That's
if you make a
100%
bunch of
fact.
money, dude. If you make a bunch of money at House of Blues, where you can sell 100 tickets, why would you open a smaller venue where you can only sell 20 tickets and take away money from the big money maker of House of Blues? You wouldn't do that. You would just move all bookings now to the House of Blues. And House of Blues isn't booked every night. And if they are booked every night, it's because they're doing way too many local showcases, which they're making no money on that shit. And I guarantee you they would rather book any fucking band during those local showcases where no one's buying those tickets anyway. Like, no, that's silly. That's stupid. You're not going to compete with yourself. That's dumb. That's dumb.
Okay, so chain reaction. Let's get back to the more posy stuff. More posy stuff here.
I think that was it.
When was the last time you talked to the Limbeck guys?
Long
Just
time.
out of curiosity. Long time.
10 years. It was only the guy. It was only Patrick. He was the only. I mean,
Okay.
he was the only guy. I mean, I met the other guys, but he was the only one that I have his number for
actually knew.
still now. I'll text him.
Yeah, text him. Have him on, get him on the pod. No.
Get him on the pod.
It would be cool to go and see Limbeck. Like because I had seen them, I had seen them with you back in the day, and they were great band, great fucking band. But they haven't put out a record since 2007. I did look it up.
I've always just I like slide guitar. I like resonators. I like just the country twang of music in general. But country's tough, man. Country kind of sucks as a genre overall.
Oh, yeah.
So if you can incorporate country and indie and alternative rock into the same thing and not sound like complete shit, I'm all for it. And Limbeck is I think like the best of it, right?
Yeah, Limbeck were really good at it. They were very, very good at it. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure we'll get more into Chain Reaction and what that venue meant to us, because next week also we're gonna we're not gonna say what band we're doing. We know what band we're doing, but it's even crazy that this band used to play at Chain Reaction, but they did.
This is the biggest band that's played at Chain Reaction for sure.
By far the biggest band. Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna get into that, but then we're also gonna talk about like our top 10 or our top 5 favorite shows we've ever seen at Chain Reaction. We're gonna get into the top 5 most memorable shows or bands that have played at Chain Reaction that we feel are the most memorable or things like that. So we're going to get into all of that next week.
Or maybe shows that we wish we would have seen but didn't go to.
Yeah, there's that too. Yeah, we've taken quite a dive into that archive of
87 pages of Chain Reaction concerts. So,
and that's not even all of them, because there are shows that I've been to that were not on that.
Well, there's
that archive.
So you have like set list, and then you have the concert archives, right?
Yeah.
And both of those things obviously don't communicate with each other. But on set list, there's already things that don't. Even like the Motion City Soundtrack website concert archives for themselves, and then the set list FM website, and then the concert archives. Even the show that I know I went to, all 3 of them have different dates, different bands. I'm like, dude, there's no. Like Limbeck never toured with this band. Like I know that for a fucking fact. So yeah, it's not gospel, but it's close to it, according to Mark and Tom.
Yeah, Mark and Tom. Well, Tom only. So anyway, let's wrap up the what do we do? Motion City Soundtrack. I Am the Movie. Let's wrap this up. Give our final thoughts and then rate the record based off of our world famous 3-point rating system, where 3 is a perfect album, 2 is a good album you're going to continue to listen to, 1 is a bad album, but give it a shot, and 0 is the worst thing you've ever heard. What do you got? Go.
This came out at the perfect time. I think that, man, I think with a better production quality and a little bit more like oomph behind marketing, this could have been huge, right? Like maybe even release it just a year later, because now you're competing with like the end of Blink, and like when Blink's gone, there's no rules anymore. Like there's the pop punk throne is open. Like anybody can take it now. Mm-hmm. But it's kind of just bad timing and just bad production. But fuck, dude, these songs are there. This is crazy. These are so fucking catchy. Even the songs that we didn't really talk about, like Shiver, or Dumb Song or whatever, and Indoor Living, which we made fun of, like there's still really, really catchy parts to those songs. But when this album hits, like it hits hard. And it's not just The Future Freaks Me Out, which is an instantaneously loved song. And he just spits out so many fucking words, right? That's syncopated, like, dun, dun, dun. Just constantly talking. He never stops fucking talking. I think this record should have been bigger than it was. It was just it was a bad time for pop punk music. Everybody was just trying to do something different. Everybody was trying to do something big. Everybody was trying to be like Blink, right? So we had so many copycats out there that are just Sugar Cults and Simple Plans, and all these bands are just like, fuck. But they had bigger stages. Good Charlotte had a bigger stage than this, and Good Charlotte's not fucking this good. Get the fuck out of here. This is exponentially better than Good Charlotte, but Good Charlotte had money. They were simple.
They were very easy to market. They were very dumbed down.
Nobody knew what to do with this fucking band. Yeah. Like, nobody knew what to do with this shit. Like, what do I do with this? Like, why do you have this fucking keyboard? This is doing handstands on this fucking keyboard. Like, what is this? What is this?
Yeah, I know.
I don't know, dude. I really, really do like this record. Like, my viewpoint of this is gonna be a little skewed, also because I'm a sucker for the pop punkage. I'm putting this at 2.7. 2.7. No less than 2.7. I almost did 2.75, 2 1/4, 2 3/4. But 2.7, I think is fair. I think it's fair.
It's more than fair.
That's it.
More than fair.
1.5.
Right. So my final thoughts. My final thoughts here. I think this is a great record. It's a great pop punk record. This week has been my first real just kind of dive into it. I don't have the same nostalgia as you. I'm coming into this pretty fresh. Although, yeah, I listened to it back in the day, but it never really resonated with me. But yeah, like I said, diving into it, you hear a lot more intricacies. And for a band's first record with no budget and just kind of going in, just not knowing what the fuck they're doing, this is some great shit. There's some really, really cool shit here, especially if you like pop punk. Now, I get it. If you don't like it, you're probably going to hate this record. Whatever, skip. That's okay. But it's still solid.
It's also fun. And he hates fun.
That's true. He does not like
you.
fun.
You fucking starting to hate fun a lot more too now.
No, I love fun. I love fun.
We love fun.
I know. I'm like the Bouncing Soul song. I love fun.
Going out and having some.
What a dumb song. Anyway, so I Am the Movie. I almost said I Am the Avalanche. I Am the Movie. Motion City soundtrack. This is solid. I will give this a 2.25. 2.25 because I would get this on vinyl.
That's vinyl worthy.
I would get this on vinyl, and I would get Dinosaur Life. What the fuck is that fucking record?
My Dinosaur Junior Life.
My Dinosaur Life. I would get that on vinyl, and I would get
Commit This to My Dinosaur Junior.
I want to say
Ever
Passing Moment, but that's fucking MXPX. I don't want that record.
Don't want this responsibility. I spun it the other night.
I know you did. I saw. I seen
so
it.
Good.
Okay, so that's all we have for this one. I'm tired.
Good.
I'm spent.
Good. Let's spend
it. But yeah, Chain Reaction season. We're rounding it out next week with a pretty cool band. Pretty cool band, I think.
It should be fun.
It'll be a fun episode. It'll be a fun. So thank you all for listening. Go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, give us 5 stars. If you're watching on YouTube, you smash that subscribe button.
Smash it.
So that's all we have, and that's it.
That's all.
That's all.